Chapter 12, Unit 3. Unit 3, Forensic Accounting. Forensic Accounting Basics. Meaning, forensic accounting means is the application of investigative and analytical skills for the purpose of resolving financial issues in a manner that meets standards required by a court of law. Difference between forensic accounting and assurance engagement or other audits. Particulars. Other audits. Forensic accounting. Objective. Express an opinion on true and fair presentations. Whether fraud has been actually taken place in books, techniques, substantive and compliance, investigative or in depth checking. Period. Normally for invest accounting period, no such limitations. Verification of stock provisions, etc. relies on management representation, independent verification of suspected or selected items, off balance sheet items, used to vouch arithmetical accuracy and compliance with procedures. Regulatory regulatory and proprietary of these transactions are examined. Le- Adverse findings, if any, qualified opinion express, legal determination of fraud impact and identification of perpetrators. Forensic professionals. Forensic professional can be engaged in public practice or employed by organizations. Forensic accounting services rendered by forensic professionals are financial statement manipulations, fraud fraud, divergence or asset tracing, anti-money laundering, license fees, dues or tax evasions, related party transactions, estimations of loss damage, suspicious transactions under IBC. Forensic professional is often involved in fraud detections, computer forensics, fraud preventions, providing expert testimony. Process of forensic accounting. Forensic accounting assignments generally include following steps. Step 1, initialization. Step 2, develop plan. Step 3, obtain evidence. Step 4, perform the analysis. Step 5, reporting. Step 6, court processing. Initialization, develop plan, obtain evidence, perform the analysis, reporting, court proceeding. Step 1, initialization. Meet the client to obtain an understanding of important facts and issues. Carry out preliminary investigation prior to development of detailed plan of action. Develop plan. Develop plan by considering knowledge gained on meeting with client and carrying out initial investigation. Obtain evidence. Evidence should be sufficient to prove identity of fraudster, mechanics of fraud scheme, and amount of financial loss suffered. Step 4, perform the analysis. Actual analysis performed is dependent upon nature of assignment and may involve calculating in economic damages, summarizing large number of transactions, performing a tracing of assets, performing present value calculations, regression or sensitive analysis, utilizing charts and graphics to explain the analysis. Step 8, issuing a report is final step of forensic accounting. Report includes information detailing the fraudulent activity, if any, has been found. Section on nature of assignment, scope, limitation of scope, findings, schedule and graphics to properly support and explain the findings. How the fraudster set up fraud scheme and which controls were circumvented. Court proceedings. Step 6, Evidence gathered will need to be presented at court to explain how suspect was identified. Forensic accounting and investigation report. Key elements of report. Professional shall consider inclusion of following key elements in the report. Indicative list. Title, addressee and distribution list. Scope and objective of assignments. Executive summary of results covering all important aspects and essence of findings. Reference to use an expert. Fact that assignment is conducted as per forensic accounting and investigation standard. List of findings supported by key evidence and sources of evidence, assumptions, limitations and disclaimers of assignments, conclusion drawn from assignment, assessment undertaken. Chapter 12 ended.